Hey, Comfy Couch Crew. Today it's just me. So, I wanted to talk about this really serious topic because I feel that so many single people are missing it. So many times, as single people, we keep experiencing the same challenges when it comes to finding a partner, and I don't know if we're really getting the lesson. So, this discussion is going to be about how to prepare yourself to meet the one. The first thing I wanted to mention was getting rid of your old flames. Hanging around with exes, still going out with your random booty calls or sneaky links, that's not productive to you finding the one. That person just fills the space of feminine or masculine energy you need in your life, and it makes you lazy, to be honest. So when you approach someone or someone approaches you, they already feel like they have to compete with these other people and they're not really getting a fair chance. I know it's hard to be lonely. I know it's hard to not have someone to have that intimacy with. But I'm telling you, if you want to go to the next level and meet the one, you've got to get rid of all of those attachments. The second thing I wanted to mention was to stop wasting your time on the wrong person. Like I said earlier, over and over again, we keep meeting the same type of people, and it's like we're not learning the lesson. If you notice that you keep going after men that are unavailable, if you keep going after women that aren't taking you seriously and are just using you, you need to analyze yourself. Why is it that I keep entertaining these type of people? Until you get that lesson, that's what's going to keep coming to you. So you're going to have to sit down, and that's what I had to do. I had to sit down and I made a list of these are all the attributes of the guys that I typically entertain. And this is a list of the things I actually want from a man. And I had to actually change. I had to stop entertaining those people. And I actually started attracting other people in my life. So, again, if you find yourself that you're continuously going and entertaining the same kind of person, I suggest that you write down the profile of that person and make sure that you no longer entertain people that have those qualities. And you make a list of the person that you do want, which we will speak about in just a little bit. The third thing I wanted to mention was learn about the other sex. That's something I had to do. Like, I started researching about men, and not from my single girlfriends, but from actual other men, and not toxic men either, because we have a lot of this going on now as well. But you want to make sure that you get information about the other sex, understand what they think, understand what they need, understand their mindset, because it's totally different from ours, men and women. And you really need to understand them from a trusted source, not from someone that is broken or has a chip on their shoulder, but get it from a valuable source that's really going to put positive energy and help you understand the opposite sex. The fourth thing I wanted to mention was to be open to what you typically wouldn't be open to. I know that we normally have a type, again, that we always go for, but try to be a bit more open. You never know. I've heard it time and time again that couples end up together that weren't their typical type. And if they were not open, they would not have received this person in their life. So, again, if you want to have that special person come into your life and be that long term partner, you have to learn to be more open because the package may not come as what you typically think it would come as, but you could be so happy with that person. So again, make sure that you are starting to be more open. And I'm not just saying accept anything and quote unquote settle, because I know that's a word we hate, but you want to be open. Be open to someone to come into your life that's going to be the right person for you. The last thing I wanted to mention, which I think is very important, and a lot of singles don't understand, is the type of man you want. Or woman you want. I want you to build a profile of that person. If, for example, if you're a woman and you want a guy who is going to be faithful to you, he's going to consistently work, he's going to be loving with you, he might even love God. You think about that kind of man and you build a profile. You think, okay, is that man going to be swagged out? Like, is he most likely going to be dressed a certain way that's really appealing? Is he most likely going to walk and carry himself in a way that might be charismatic or some way that makes you feel like, oh yeah, I'm so hot about him? Probably not, right? Like, oftentimes a guy like that might be awkward, so you have to be realistic about what comes with the kind of person that you want. On the flip side, guys, you want a woman that's really feminine, maybe loves God, maybe is open to being submissive, that type of woman. Is she gonna dress, really, appealing to you? Is she going to be a porn star, like a freak in the sheets? Like, these, you have to understand that when someone's focus is on their heart and other attributes that are internal, they may not have the, behaviors and the swag and everything that comes along with someone who isn't. So you have to understand, what is it that you want? Do you want someone with swag that's going to make you feel head over heels for them? Or do you want someone that's going to love you at the end of the day and stick around and can learn to be what it is that you want in a partner? So I think, again, singles need to look at yourself and say, hey, if I want to meet the one, there are changes that I need to make right now. Look at yourself, make the changes you need so you can attract the person that you want. This is a serious message to you singles. In the comments, let me know, what is it that you find that you're going to do differently to help you attract the one? And let me know what's been your experience, those who have found the one. What did you do? What changes did you make that eventually brought that person into your life? Thank you all always for joining every week. We do have a segment coming out on how I knew she was the one. So you will hear from them on their story about how they met the love of their life. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm loving these episodes, loving the engagements in the comments. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time on My Comfy Couch. Toodles.